So, 2 days after three-digit debut, petrol prices scores all Kolkata century. So, in Kolkata, all the petrol prices are ever 100 rupees. It's Argentina versus Brazil in Copa America final. So, Copa America in the final, Argentina and Brazil have reached. The main player for this are Lionel Messi, who is representing Argentina, and from Brazil it will be Neymar. And you might have also seen that these two players playing in the same football club as well. Italy pip Spain in Battle of Mediterranean. So the first semi-final round, which you might have seen, Italy has won and reached as the first semi-finalist in Euro 2021. Last night, I think there was a match between England and who was it? Let me just see. The second semi-final was against England and which team was it? I'll probably come back today, but the first semi-final was very interesting, where Italy and Spain, at the end of even the extra time, that is 2 extra times, they reached out at 1-1, and the decision was happened based on the penalty, where the players from Spain did a horrific mistake. I think one of them missed it way beyond the bar, and the other one was shaved. So that was somehow the player's mistake as well as the goalkeeper's. His memory was fading, but took no time to recognize me. This is something which is very one of the new news that you might have heard about Dilip Kumar being dead. I think yesterday or day before yesterday he died. So you all must have heard that Dilip Kumar, I think from last 1 year he was probably not recognizing people around him. But this particular quote is from, I think, the Shah Rukh Khan's statement, saying that his memory was fading but took no time to recognize me. That me represents Shah Rukh Khan. There are few people who have given some statement, or rather paid tribute to these people. Ram Nath Kovind, our president, had said, Dilip Kumar summarized in himself a history of emerging India. The thespian's charm transcended all boundaries, and he was loved across the subcontinent. With his demise, an era ends. Dilip Saab will live forever in the heart of India. Condolences to family and countless fans. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said Dilip Kumar ji will be remembered as the cinematic legend. He will be blessed with the unparalleled brilliance due to which audience across generation were enthralled. He passes away is a loss to our cultural world. Condolences to his family. Amit Shah, our Home Minister, has said Shri Dilip Kumar ji was a veritable legend of a silver screen in him. India cinema has lost one of the greatest actor. He has entitled generation to cinema lover with the incredible acting and iconic role. Sachin Tendulkar has written like, rest in peace Dilip Kumar ji, there will never be another like you. Your contribution to Indian cinema is unparalleled and you will be missed dearly. My heartfelt condolences to Saira Banuji and the family. There was a discussion between me and my wife going on where I was saying that probably Dilip Kumar was that hero where I claim that Bombay High Court has issued a notice, or rather requested him not to wear black, which I was wrong. I don't want to state the moment, but it was Devanand on whom the court has requested him not to wear black because women were going crazy when he was wearing black. Across the border, Imran joined fan in mourning. The hero or these actors who used to work somewhere like Dilip Kumar, they were beyond boundaries. People in different countries also might be mourning to his death. PM hits reset with big cabinet change. So you all might be aware that there are few changes in Modi 2.0 cabinet. Yesterday, and some of the new, and they have incorporated so many SC, ST, OBC ministers in the cabinet. To some extent, this move might be completely political rather than anything to representation, but definitely a representation is always good. 12 SC minister from 8 state, each of whom belong to a different caste group. 8 ST minister from 8 state, 27 OBC and 19 states. 5 from minorities communities, 4 ministerial berths for allies, up from 1. 2 former CM among new ministries, younger and with more women. 58 years is the average age of the new ministry, down from 61. 14 ministers, including 6 cabinet ministers, are less than 50-year-old. 11 ministers are women, up from 6. Okay. Exit. How many people got? Whenever there is a change, that means somebody is coming in, somebody is coming out. It's not always that you can keep on coming in, right? The number of positions is fixed. Harshvardhan, I think Harshvardhan was our health minister. Ravi Shankar Prasad, I think IT broadcasting minister. D.V. Sadanandan Gowda, I'm not sure what profile he had. Thawarchand Gehlot, Ramesh Pokhriyal, Minister of State, I think. Nishank, Prakash Javadekar, Santosh Kumar Gangwar, Babul Supriyo was Minister of States. Dhotre Sanjay Samraho, Ratan Lal Kataria, Pratap Chandra Sarangi, Devashri Chaudhary. Promotion. 7 MOS, Minister of State, elevated to cabinet rank. Kiran Rijiju, good work as junior sports minister, seen as effective. Rajkumar Singh handled power portfolio well, also did well on renewable energy and key project for government. Hardeep Singh Puri, viewed as efficient, esteemed key project Central Vista and Ministry Civil Aviation. Mansukh Mandavia, seen as young go-getter. Parshottam Rupala, former party chief in Gujarat, which is handled the poll next year. G. Krishna Reddy, impressed in speaking on issues such as CAA, was part of MHA COVID management team, seen as good future prospect in Telangana. Anurag Singh Thakur, you might also be knowing if you are following West Bengal's politics. Anurag Singh Thakur belonged to Matua community, which were really hoping BJP to come in West Bengal because of the application of CA into West Bengal, because they are one of the community who will be benefited if CA is applied in West Bengal. So Anurag Singh Thakur represents Mathua society, which has very large dominance in southern West Bengal. Even though southern part of West Bengal did not see any of the BJP representation or not much representation, this could be one of the policy to woo the Mathua community, probably because 2024 is a next challenging step for any of the party to represent, because we are having Lok Sabha vote at that time. Inductees from Ally, different Ally party for NDA, JDU, Ramchandra Pratap Singh, LJP, Pashupati Kumar Paras, This is very weird because LJP, the son of Mr. Paswan, he was trying really hard to be on this. Pasupati Paras and Paswan was two different fractions of LJP. Anupriya Patel, Apna Dal. I think this is the newly created party. 41 professional in team now, 13 lawyers, 6 doctors, 5 engineers, civil servants, 7 PhD, 7 MBA, 3. This is very encouraging that people now, or the educated people are now trying to be part of the law making system. New cabinet ministry. I am more interested in Kiran Rijiju. He is given the profile of law and justice. Anurag Singh Thakur becomes INB, that is, I think, Internet and Broadcasting, and Youth and Sports Minister. Quite a heavy duty on his shoulder. Out, Prasad and Vardhan Javadekar Pokhriyal. So that means you all might be knowing that 2021 IT rule, which is making restriction in a lot of different social media companies like Twitter and Facebook. I think all other companies has already accepted the new norms, but Twitter is still not complying on the compliance officer and all these officers' appointment. So now I think that responsibility will come under Anurag Thakur because he will be handling the INB. Okay. Delhi High Court flagged delay in trial under UAPA. UAPA is again a difficult law. People in power always think that this can be a tool which can help them catch or rather I can say avoid any unwanted situations. Whereas sometimes there are some cases where people gets pissed into this and which becomes a point of discussion. Or rather I would say most of the time we don't want to be in that situation because that gives a privilege and power to our authorities to pick you up even on their suspicion. Late Minister Clinton robbery at Delhi House. Darkness at 3 p.m. as 12-kilometer tall cloud mass dumpled Kolkata for 100 meters of rain. So it was heavily rained yesterday in Kolkata. It's very, very difficult yesterday. Drainage system wherever it was not good, it's completely choked, waterlogged. Okay. Station vandalized after child's death on track. Nostalgia rules as city remember its 5-decade-old ties with Sagina. Garden rich woman ties up and gang raped at home robbed. Fake CBI counsel say he went to BRICS summit. Oh wow, this is really interesting. Cops are questioning Sanatan Rai Chaudhary, who allegedly claimed to be standing counsel for the state government as well as CBI special counsel. He had also claimed that he was part of Indian delegation attending the BRICS summit in Johannesburg, South Africa in 2018, according to the police. The Boranagar resident who reportedly practiced at the Calcutta High Court and Supreme Court had shared a photograph of him addressing the BRICS platform. Chaudhary told investigators that he was at the Johannesburg summit that was also attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Chaudhary, who claimed that he part of another high-level Indian delegation to Tokyo in 2013. The Southeast Division Police said they have taken his passport to check his claim. We are waiting for the External Affairs Ministry and the Home Ministry for clarification. We are also asking for some clarification from the State Home Department. A separate letter will be sent to CBI too. Police source said Chaudhary had even fought the election from Damdam constituency in 2009. He was a candidate of Ramvilas Paswan's Lok Janshakti Party (LJP) but lost the election. Cop said that a second investigation will concentrate on further. Chaudhary had used forged document to intimidate a complaint. In the Goriahat property case, a separate probe is on to check if forged signature was used. His accomplice means the one who helped you in doing something wrong, who was introduced as a promoter, will also be probed. Chaudhary's lawyer Tirthankar Roy has challenged the estate claim and said that for this particular newspaper, the spelling of that is wrong. They are flimsy allegations without documentary evidence beyond what's written on social media. A property-related civil case is being turned into a criminal one. We have confidence in judiciary. Said Roy. Cop alleged that the accused has tried to illegally capture a costly property in a Goriahat area. Chaudhary was arrested after being intercepted at the Amras Street area on Sunday. His car, in which he roamed around illegally, had a blue beacon. I'll come for the blue beacon thing. And a fake CBI logo on it. The car was removed from the Sithi area. The complaint of cheating was registered on June 30. This particular question is for all the authorities, whether it's a state or police, political, municipal, anybody. How can a person run around having a blue beacon saying I'm CBI or I'm an IAS officer or I'm a doctor practicing for so and so years, when their documentation is false, when they are not correct, when they are actually not holding those documents? I think there need to be some formula formulated based on which these people need to be regularly or in particular intervals stopped by the cops and checked whether their credential is correct or not. Because you might have also seen that in few days ago there was a case that a person was illegally saying that he was an IAS officer. My question is, being in Kolkata, the number of IAS are countable in the entire country, as you also know, right? So a person saying I am an IAS officer, how many IAS officers does Kolkata have? I know Kolkata is a capital of West Bengal, but that does not mean Kolkata has uncountable number of IAS officers, right? So people with these credentials, I know they are very powerful. I also want to urge these people, the real people, real IAS officer, real IPS officer, if there is any kind of search or somebody comes to you and asks for your credential, and if you are real, you should not be afraid or you should not be egoistic in sharing your credential, because somebody else might be using an IAS tag for any alternative motives. Because and this also happens. If I am an IAS officer, I sometimes feel, how dare a police officer stops me and say, can you share your ID? This does not really happen, right? Because IAS officer has a lot of power. But I think this should happen, and people should, our IAS officers, executives should share their credentials to validate, and there should be a machinery which should be in place to validate whether these people are real or not. Because these things are really tough understanding. Middle income home buyers to benefit. I think some reduction in stamp duty rate should help end user and boost sales. We'll have a discussion on our GST, how GST does happen. Okay. Choksi moved to Manika court to get illegal entry case against him chunked. You might be knowing Mehul Choksi. He is now presently arrested in Dominica for illegal entry in that country. There was a lot of story behind that, and that was juicy story. Uh, and you also know that our CBI ED team went there in the hope that Dominica will uh, help them extradite Mehul Choksi, and they were very hopeful because the ruling party of Dominica was very assuring, but somehow judiciary made a fuss out of it, and they didn't allow Mehul to be deported to India. So that's one another story, and if you want, you can go ahead and check out. There's some Jessica or something which has a very juicy story with Mehul Choksi. 100 vaccinated at Ramakrishna Mission camp funded by Infra Major. Can origin of message be founded? FB asked. So, based on the new IT rules, government has said that any message or any video, audio clip, the first originator of that uploader needs to be identified by these companies. That's the main challenge. Companies like Facebook, Insta, WhatsApp, they are saying it's end-to-end encrypted. That means when I'm sending a message, let's say I am sending a message to kill you, WhatsApp does not know what I'm sending. That's what they claim. If that is the case, then how they will track back? Because as per WhatsApp's claim, they cannot see any of my message. It's end-to-end encrypted. End-to-end encrypted means I have written, and whomever I have sent to, only they can see. Nobody in between. That means WhatsApp cannot see what I am seeing. So how will they identify the originator? I think in case of Facebook, that should be more easy because it's not end-to-end encrypted. Somebody is uploading it and somebody might be forwarding, sharing, blah blah blah. So in case of Facebook, I think that's possible, but in case of WhatsApp, I'm not sure. In case of Twitter, I think in case of Twitter, that's possible because Twitter is not encrypted. And in Twitter, somebody tweets, it's not something which can violate the privacy policy because they have written it on a wall. But I'm not that Sidhu, Navjot Singh Sidhu stick to guns, but Congress stay hopeful in Punjab base. You may also see that Navjot Singh Sidhu was at a time part of BJP, changed back to Congress, and now since Punjab vote is coming for, maybe he is thinking of a good, either good position or probably as a chief minister of Punjab, he is fighting real hard.